obviously in a game of football you're never ever going to always be able to do one thing. There's too many variables. So in this case what I want to cover is just what would happen if the goalkeeper is able to throw out quickly to one of the centre halves. For instance, this guy here. Now what we want to do if we can, we're playing a 4-2-3-1 in blue up against a 4-3-3 in the red, is we want to almost allow one of the centre halves, ideally the one who's not that good with the ball, to have it. Okay, and then we're going to look to manipulate what passing options that he's got available to him. Okay, so what we want to do if we can is make sure that we've got a good sort of screen on their pivot man, the number 4. Okay, so if this is their pivot man here, like so, and say that's Tom Thornton-Brown who's playing our number 9, and then we've got Mike Kupovitz or David Goldsmith playing our number 10 here. Right, so Tom Thornton-Brown. As this guy's got good possession of the ball, I don't want you to go tearing across to this guy, okay? Because obviously he might be able to cut the ball back, and then you've got a bounce ball out there, okay? So I want you, Tom, to just make your way over there, but just almost just shadow him, force him into this sort of area of the pitch. Well, we've locked onto the wide man there, and we've got our wide man taking care of the fullback. While Tom's making that run across the pitch, slowly but surely, showing him one way, obviously this guy's going to be looking for a bounce ball into one of his midfielders. Okay, so what I'd say, if that's David Goldsmith or Mike Kupovitz, can you almost in a way be screening this guy, okay, so that he can't play any sort of ball, possibly that side, because you can threaten that ball in there or down there. Now all that means is that it might be the centre halves, it might be this midfielder, it might even be this fullback that are just telling you what shoulder he's on. Is he on your left shoulder where you can adjust, or is he on your right shoulder, so you can adjust as so. Okay, so this guy's on the ball. We've got Tom that's showing him this side of the pitch here. As this is happening, we've got our number 10 screening their pivot player there. Okay, now as this is going on, what we might find is that all of a sudden this number 10 here tries to get into a pocket or come to look and shows for the ball. Now it's vitally important that our 2 centre halves and our 2 midfielders, there's a good communication going. Alright, so he's going to look to show for the ball, in which case I don't want to see our centre half go out there chasing him. There's no need, because all of a sudden, look, there's a channel ball on there, and then that means, look, we've got a one-on-one there. We don't want that, okay? What we want is for Edgy or George Grant to be able to take care of this guy, okay? He's going into your zone. You're more than capable of going with him. So if the ball goes in there, okay, all of a sudden, pressure point there, we've got a pressure point from there, and depending on what sort of depth this guy shows, and if he's got a good touch or not, if it's a baggy touch, all of a sudden we've got a lot of pressure on him.